How's it going, everybody? It is your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we had a red day in the stock market today, and we're going to be breaking that down in this video. And of course, we're going to go over some stocks like you all saw in the title. We're going to break down 7 stocks, and we're going to go over some earnings that literally just came out. I'm filming this video at about 4:10, so let's get right into it. If you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and get your $10 plus up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Weibo, link down below, and let's dive into the video. So like I said, we had a red day in the markets today. Let's take a look here. S&P went down 0.3%. The Dow barely went down. It pretty much broke even. Honestly, it went down 8 points on the day. We had the Russell down 0.75% as the NASDAQ went down about 0.2. So honestly, guys, it wasn't that bad of a red day, especially for the Dow, which barely went down. S&P barely went down. Same with the NASDAQ, but the Russell did have a decent red day, 0.75%. Small caps didn't really do that well today. So let's run through this. We're going to break down some earnings, again, some stocks that I'm looking at, and overall kind of what I'm looking to do here. So SPY right now is right above the 180 SMA on the 20-day chart like we covered in my last video, and it looks like we did end up swinging up here heading into the close, which is good. So let me show you this, guys. Earlier in the day, in the pre-market, we were at 397 on SPY, right? Then we saw a huge dump into open at to 390. That was about a 2% drop. And then we rallied all the way up until about 1:30 p.m. Then we pulled back. And then power hours where we saw another big run. So that's a good sign. The fact that maybe not the fact that we pulled back, but the fact that we rallied aggressively into the close here and we broke above the moving averages on the intraday, heading into the close, that's a good sign. And the fact that it was a rally of about 0.7% in the span of 40 minutes here on SPY, that's pretty good. And, we're right by 395 right now, which is going to be a spot that I'm watching heading into tomorrow. Let's say we do break 395, especially 400. There's probably going to be some more upside here. We're probably going to go take that high out. And the bullish trend here, the momentum is going to continue by the looks of it if that were to play out. And on Triple Q here, let's pull it up. Triple Q is right at, where's it at now? 285, right at a big support, which is good. It closed above 285, and it's right by the 50 SMA on this 4-hour chart. Or actually, no, this is the 1-hour chart. If we do break this point at 288, I'm going to put my alert there right now. There's going to be a push, in my opinion, to 290, followed by 294, which was the high from literally just 2 days ago. And then if 294, 295 breaks, then we're going to see even more upside, in my opinion, towards, 300, 310, maybe even higher than that. So Triple Q right now, SPY, all across the board, we had a red day, but it looks like the Bulls still have a fighting chance here. They're still in charge. We're well above the moving averages here on Triple Q on the 4-hour chart. Same thing with SPY. Let's pull that up. Pretty much same thing, right? So let's just see. Let's see how tomorrow goes. If we have a green day tomorrow, guys, heading into the weekend, that is going to be very good, obviously, for the Bulls. So we had a couple of earnings today. And by the way, if you're finding value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all. As always, we had a couple of earnings today, and I want to talk about those. And actually, before we do that, where's oil at? Last we checked, it was at 81 a barrel. Still there, pretty much at 81 a barrel, down 4%. You guys can see, like we called out, the head and shoulders on oil is playing out clear as day. I mean, you guys see that. Now we're down to $81. This is going to be a big spot. If this breaks on crude oil, we're probably going to 76 a barrel, which was that low from the end of September. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. And now let's dive into some earnings. We had Applied Materials, I believe, today. Let me double check. Am I wrong on this? I think they did report. Yeah, they reported, and it looks like the stock is down about $1, not even, after the bell. And initially it ran up. I think it closed roughly at 104. Yep. Ran up to about 110 initially, so it spiked 5%. Now it's chilling at about 104. So let's see what Applied Materials ended up reporting. Looks like they did EPS of $2.03 versus the $1.74 estimate on sales of $6.75 billion versus the $6.45 billion estimated. So they ended up beating on EPS and on revenue, and they see Q1 adjusted EPS of $1.75 to $2.11 versus the $1.83 estimate. That's not bad. And net sales of, let's see here, $6.3 billion to $7.1 billion versus $6.45 billion. So net sales guidance is well above the estimate. That's great. Adjusted EPS is above the estimate. That's great. And again, they beat on EPS and on revenue. So pretty solid report there. Solid guidance as well from Applied Materials. And this is one that I believe I called out a couple days ago. We talked about it. And I mentioned to you all, look, this is pulling back. It's down to the 50 SMA. And, you know, it's one that I was watching for a continuation play. And it looks like after these earnings, guys, it is continuing. And the chart looks good. It still looks pretty good. And I think Micron had a similar setup. Similar setup here where it's gotten a bit oversold. Trend still holding. You know, I think the uptrend will continue. Another one that I was looking at yesterday was Intel, right? So these are three that I'm watching closely. Applied Materials, Micron, and Intel. And I think we had Gap report earnings after the bell today. Let me check here, guys. Looks like we did. Yeah, they closed at $12.70, and the ticker on this is GPS, by the way. And it looks like we hit over $13.30 after the bell. Right now, we're hovering at about $12.80, so it is up about 0.75% after the bell. Not bad. So let's see what these earnings are looking like, and tons of volume. Look at that, tons of volume here after the bell. Did they not report yet? Yeah, it looks like they didn't report yet, guys. Whoops, they didn't report yet. Maybe we'll wrap back around to this one, but oh, there it goes. Huge leg up. Oh, we just got that real time. You see that, guys? Huge leg up. So these numbers probably just came out. Yep, literally they just came out. Net sales, where is it here? Net sales of $1.94 billion. Oh, that's Old Navy. I forgot. I forgot they own Old Navy. Let's see. Same store sales up 1%. Looks like EPS came in at 77 cents. Revenue came in at $4.04 billion. These numbers are literally coming in real time, guys. And look at that spike in the stock. We saw a huge rip here, 4 or 5%, and looks like gains are holding. Oh, there we go again. Another big pop. This might be one worth watching, guys. So let me see on the 4-hour chart. How's it looking? Yeah, this is at a multi-month high. We just took the highs out a couple days ago from the middle of August. So I like GPS here, guys. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Looks like earnings were not too bad. Stock's liking them. Reaction's not too bad. So let's see if this continues heading into tomorrow. Ticker symbol GPS. Another one that I'm looking at is Ross. Let's pull that up. And cheers, by the way, guys. We got some water today in the tall glass. You see that? Ah, man, I needed that. Holy crap. Look at Ross, guys. This is what is going on here. Ross is up about 15% after the bell. Holy smokes. I mean, this thing closed at 97. Now it's at 109 after the bell. What do they do? They ended up doing $1 in EPS versus 81 cents. So they beat on EPS, and they ended up beating on revenue, $4.57 billion versus $4.37 billion estimated. So double beat for Ross. Not too bad at all. And Q4 same-store sales were flat. Or rather, they see Q4 same-store sales flat to down 2% versus the analyst estimate of down 4.5%. So that's, I guess, good. They see Q4 EPS of $1.13 to $1.26 versus $1.13. That's above the estimate. Full year EPS of $4.21 to $4.34 versus $4.01 estimated. So not too bad for Ross. Again, I mean, stock's up 15%. They did pretty dang good, guys. So at this point, this is also at a multi-month high. In fact, we just hit a fresh high on this 4-hour chart, and that's at $112. And are we at all-time highs? Do not tell me we're at all-time highs. Yeah, I didn't think so. All-time highs were at 134 back in early April of 2021. Now we're at 120 after the bell, right? Roughly in that, ballpark, or rather 110. We could be going towards those all-time highs by the looks of it, guys, over the course of these next couple of weeks, months. I mean, who knows? That is possible, and the trend looks very bullish to me. So another one that I'm looking at is Merck, MRK. Let's pull it up. MRK looks like it's breaking out as well. Today we had a 2.3% green day on Merck, and if I zoom in a little bit on the 4-hour chart, look at this. We took the highs out with today's up move from the end of October, early November, being about $101. I mean, look, guys, we closed at $102 a share. You can see it for yourselves. So at this point, looks like that head and shoulders that was kind of forming is out of the window for now. It's out the window. And it looks like we're starting to break out towards that high from a couple days ago, 103.75, 104. That is where this could be going. Maybe we take that out and go to a fresh high, 110, maybe even higher than that. We shall see, guys. So Merck is near all-time highs, I believe. Yeah, we just hit an all-time high a couple days ago. And again, I feel like we could retake that all-time high and go to a fresh one, maybe 110. We'll see where it goes from that point. So MRK Merck looks pretty good in my opinion as of right now. Another one that I'm looking at, which we called out recently, we talked about it, now it's coming down a little bit. It is AMD. Today it went down, or actually went up on the day, but a couple of days ago it had a big red day. Today it went up 1.6%. It closed at about $74 a share. And if I zoom in on this 4-hour chart, you can see that red day. It was here. It went from $79 to about 71 in a day. That was bad. 9%, 10% red day for AMD. And right now, today, look at this on the intraday. Look at this gnarly intraday rally that AMD had, guys. It was at $70 in the morning, and it closed at 74. That is a 5% intraday move. Very good. And that's a good sign, because going back to the 4-hour, buyers came in at that mark of about $70, which a couple weeks ago, beginning of October, that was resistance. So the fact that buyers came in at that point, held it as support, that's a very good sign. And I feel like AMD could now be going back, maybe just maybe, to those highs from a couple of days ago being 78. Maybe we take those highs out, go 80, 85. That is possible. So AMD, I like the setup here. Advanced Micro Devices. Let's see what else we have. BBY, let's pull it up. This is Best Buy, guys. This one up 1.3% on the day today, right around $70 a share right now. And we're noticing, if I zoom in, we're pretty much trading here in this, what would you call it, an ascending triangle? Yeah, we're in this ascending triangle. We have resistance at about $78, but at the same time, we're making these higher lows. We have been over the past couple of weeks, and right now, we saw buyers come in today at these moving averages at about 68, and again, we close over 70. So BBY looks like it could be pushing towards mid-70s again, maybe towards the high 70s. It closed above the moving averages. Again, we're holding a higher low. We have earnings coming up, it looks like, next week on, what day is that? Tuesday? Tuesday next week on the 22nd of November. So Best Buy looking strong, looking solid. Let's see if we could catch this move between, let's say, 71 to about 75, $6. We'll see how it ends up playing, in this little window that we're seeing. So the last stock for the video, make sure you let me know in the comments if you stuck till the end, guys. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, what are you doing? Hit that like button. We repeatedly fail the 100-like challenge. We got to hit it one of these videos, guys. It's not going to happen unless you hit the like button. I appreciate you guys as always. So last stock, GameStop, and maybe we'll talk about a couple other ones if we have time at the end. So GameStop right here, let's pull it up. GameStop is at had a 2.2% green day. It's at $27 a share. And what we're noticing right now, clear as day, is, do you guys see that? Because I know I can see it. It is an inverse head and shoulders. Look at that. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and we're actually consolidating above these moving averages right now. And we had a nice 2.3% green day, like I mentioned. We're pretty much one step away here from breaking out. If I pull up the 5-day chart, you're going to be able to see here 5 days ago, or maybe not 5 days ago, a couple days ago, over the past couple days, let's just say, we've been struggling at $27.75 to $28. If this is able to break on the 5-day chart, let's say we clear $28.50, maybe, for example. I'll set my alert there now. Mark is that we're above $28.50. That is where the right shoulder and the inverse head and shoulders could really start playing out. And this stock really could start going back to 30, 35 like that. You guys know that. I mean, we've seen it happen before, and it looks like it's gearing up for a move. Seriously, watch it. Watch it at $28.50 towards that $30 mark. That is where I'm watching this the stock, guys. GameStop, ticker symbol GME. And with that being said, I mean, those were 7 that I wanted to cover. We had a bunch of them that reported earnings. Let's see here. It looks like earnings season, guys. And we have a couple more companies, but a lot of these big names are they're already done. They reported, and it's starting to get a little bit boring in these markets again. I always like it when it's earnings season or the week of CPI or something like that. And now we'll see. We'll see what we have to look forward to. There's always something. There's always something. But a lot of these big companies are behind us, at least for now. And, we'll see what, comes up next week. I think tomorrow we have Foot Locker, maybe another couple, ones worth mentioning. Let's see what Tesla's doing. I haven't looked at this today at all, to be honest. Tesla, oh, wow, 2% red day, down $3, almost $4. And it looks like it's getting ready, guys, to hit that low again, or take the low out, or maybe even just test it at $172, which that was from about a week ago. Now we're at $183 on the day. Man, Tesla looks like it really wants to come down to, let's pull the 3-year up. Yeah, I mean, if this breaks, Tesla could really start coming down to, let's say, 135, 100. Maybe not 135. That's a little bit crazy. That's like worst case. Maybe not worst case, but I mean, look at this 3-year chart. What does this tell you guys? I mean, if we literally fall under 180, which we're holding now, the next big support is, is going to be the 150s. I know it's crazy, but that's just what the chart is telling me. From that point, 125, 30, 35, this is where this could be going. So, I mean, with that being said, we might as well wrap it up there. It's going to be interesting, guys, moving forward here with Tesla, these markets, the next couple of days, especially for a SPY and Triple Q. They're going to be big for picking directions. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to get your $10 your $10 plus up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. And each of those stocks could be up to $2,000. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those are linked down below, guys. My second channel as well. Check it out. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Peace out.